Is that what you want to look at first, or
Whatever you think.
what do you feel yourself?
Sorry?
What do you feel yourself?
I'm not really sure. From my first test, I thought my phase 1 would be fine.
Yeah.
And then on my second test, apparently my phase 1 isn't fine. It was more the phase 2 that I struggled at.
So the approaching.
Just phase 2 in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we have a look at the phase 2 from the last one, approaching junctions?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, Ben. I want you to look upon me as a pupil at the train stage, yeah?
Okay.
So I've got a test coming up in about 3 weeks' time. I'm really nervous. Yeah, you're filling in for my regular instructor today. And this is not a lie, because he has got the same colour as you. Just a different colour. And he said today he was just going to look over how I approach junctions to turn left and right. Some major roads to minor roads. So you clear on that?
Yep.
Yeah? So, what level am I?
Partly trained.
No. Test in 3 weeks' time?
Yep.
What would that be?
How do you mean?
Trained.
Trained. I thought you said partly trained.
Yeah, so trained, yeah? Yeah, so test in 3 weeks' time, trained level, yeah?
Yep.
Approach your junctions, turn left and right. That's from major roads into minor roads. Any questions?
No.
Yeah? Right, so if you want to go into a roll, or have you got any questions for me first?
No. Do I just sort of start off the same way I did with Michael?
Yeah, yeah. If there's anything wrong there, we'll pull over, we'll come out a roll, and I'll give you guidance, yeah? So I'm not going to leave you out there to hang.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Right, so for this phase you can call me Tony, and I'll leave you the meet and greet.
Yeah, okay. Hi Tony. My name's Ben.
Hello Ben, how are you, right?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
Good. So your instructor is away today.
Yeah, I think he's going to play golf, isn't he?
I believe he has the same car as you.
Yeah.
Sorry, as me.
Yeah. He's got a white one, hasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, so he's asked me to go over left and right turn-ins with you.
That's what he said he was going to look at today, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any problems with them? Anything that you've noticed?
I don't think so. I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What sort of routine would you use?
Oh, the hazard routine.
The hazard routine?
Yeah.
What's that?
The mirrors, signal and the manoeuvre.
Can we come out and roll for a minute?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Michael's not explained that to me.
Yeah, the questions at a train level will be different than you giving me a brief at a partly trained level, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah? So that would be a fair enough answer. I'd use my hazard routine.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, if you want to try and base the questions on the level that you think I would be at, yeah? How do I identify the approaches? What kind of speed would I approach it? Those kind of things, yeah? Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? Want to go from there?
Yeah, so is the hazard routine something that will come up in the test potentially in part 3?
They can use the word hazard routine. The hazard routine just means MSPSL.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah? It's the routine that you use on approach to any hazard, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. That was the bit I was confused at.
Yeah.
Okay. So back into roll. I'll just use the same questions you just said. So how would you identify junctions on the left and on the right?
It's like a gap there. See that gap?
Yeah.
If I see a gap between the buildings, I sometimes see vehicles going in and vehicles coming out.
Yeah.
I sometimes even see the road markings. And I've even seen, on the odd occasion, a road sign.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's good. Those are the things that you look out for.
Yeah.
What sort of speed would you take the junctions in?
Anything between about 5 mile an hour and about 12 or 13 or 14 mile an hour.
Okay. Is that dependent on the type of corner, I guess?
Yeah, depending on what I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah? That makes sense?
Okay. Should we go do some?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
If you could just carry out the cockpit drill.
Oh yeah, do my DISM. Yeah, all done, Ben.
Okay. I'd like you to drive on when you're ready.
Just want to ask me what I can see.
What have we got in front of us?
No, what I can see in the mirrors.
Oh, okay. So what can you see in the mirrors?
On this one, I can square the whole back window.
Yeah.
I can see a bit in my head restraint and a bit of yours.
Good. What can you see in the wing mirrors?
I can see the 2 door handles. I can see them chairs that have been dumped, the dustbin, and the top of that building. Yeah, I want to like to.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about that one?
The 2 door handles.
Yeah.
I can see the door mirror, that red learner car park behind us. I can see the road, the bit in the middle, and the top of them buildings.
Okay.
Yeah?
Good.
You okay? Yep. So we're going to turn left at the end, and then immediately right. So left and immediately right.
Okay. So I want you to drive on when you're ready.
Yeah.
At the end of the road, we're going to turn left.
Yep.
Then immediately right.
All right. So, I'll just ask you a question here, just out of roll.
Yeah.
You saw me check over my right shoulder, yeah? You have been teaching learners, haven't you? On a trainee license.
Yeah.
Do you always trust them?
No, never.
So what should you do after you see me check over my shoulder?
Check as well.
Yeah. What I'd like you to do is don't treat me any different than you would do a learner.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the word picture I've given you now. Yeah? A real learner might well look over their right shoulder. There could be a motorbike coming out of that little road opposite, if there was one. They might see it, but it might not react. But it's really important that you know the motorbike's there. That gives you the chance then,
Okay.
of saving the day and being a hero, yeah?
Yes.
Right, back in, Rob.
Do you mind if I put this somewhere?
Yeah, on the back seat.
Yeah.
And we're going to turn left. And did you say immediately right?
I did. Yes.
Yeah, 3 weeks to my test. I'm getting a bit nervous now. I've waited 4 months for this test.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What, since you booked it?
yeah. Same rules as just out of roll. The same rules as you follow for with your rear learner, straight on unless otherwise directed by you or by road signs. Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of the road, I'd like you to turn to the left.
Follow the road straight on.
At the roundabout, I'd like you to follow the road ahead.
And when we get to the traffic lights, we're going to be turning right.
Okay, when we get to the traffic lights, we're going to be turning to the right. So what sort of road positioning are you going to take?
Oh, I'm really good at these crossroads thingies. Always do that left to centre bit.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody's jumping the lights.
So how do you know this gap suitable for you to go?
Oh, providing I don't make anybody slow, stop, swear at me. It's okay to go, innit?
Yeah, is there any sort of how would you judge that?
Yeah, I just know from experience now. I've had about 97 lessons.
Okay.
That's not many lessons now, is it?
97.
97
What hours of lessons?
hours.
That's quite a lot.
Sorry?
That is quite a lot.
Is it?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure they get it right today. We're going to take the next turning to the right.
I'd like you to take next turning on the right. Okay, it's just by these black bollards.
And we're going to turn left.
And I'd like you to take the next road on the left.
And then if you just get me to find a place to pull over, please. We can pull over here, don't worry about blocking the drive.
Oh, okay.
Breed. That roll a minute. How was the right and left hand turn there?
There's obviously something I'm missing, but I thought it was alright.
What's it really important to do? Watch me, yeah? Yeah, what I've done on the right hand turn, I'll check the middle mirror. I'll pop the indicator on. I'll check the right mirror.
Okay.
When I was turning left there, I'll check the middle mirror. Again, I'll pop the indicator on. And then I looked in the left mirror. What's the danger of that?
Not seeing a cyclist or motorcyclist overtaking.
Yeah, or if there is somebody there, like on the right hand turn, if somebody was in the middle of pulling off an overtake and they see my indicator come on at the last second, it's going to really worry them, innit? They're probably going to jam their brakes on, lose control of the vehicle, either hit us or hit an oncoming vehicle. Make sense?
Yeah.
So it's really important to watch your pupils when you're training, yeah?
Yeah, well that's the thing I struggle with most. So I've been in the car for you for about half an hour now.
Yeah.
Driving and talking, and then suddenly I have to go into watching you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that's what the Part 3 is all about, I'm afraid, yeah? It's just a matter of when you see the subject matter coming up, I really want to be doing what you would have done yourself to pass your Part 2. If I'm not doing that, then it's wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? Don't worry, it'll come. Yeah?
Yeah.
Try again? Back in road, yeah? Come on, relax. Breathe. Enjoy yourself, yeah? I might even buy you coffee later on if you're a good boy. I drive on?
Yeah, when you're ready.
You sure I'm not going to kill you?
Yeah.
And we're going to turn right.
So I'd like you to take this next road on the right.
Did I get the mirrors right that time out, Roll?
No, but I always try and leave it when you do the turning, and then I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's right or not. So going back to the MSPSL routine,
Yeah.
just talk me through your mirror checks.
Which way? Am I turning?
To the left.
Middle and left.
Yeah. And to the right?
Middle and right. And turning left.
I'm going to turn left to the end of the road here. So you remember what it is that you're looking out for?
Yeah, how close people are behind me.
Yeah.
And if I'm turning left, then bicycles.
Yeah. What about to the right?
Again, how close people are behind me. I'll stop on the left here. And
stop on the
anybody overtaking me?
Okay, good. So what I noticed is that you were, you'd put your indicator on
Yeah.
before you checked your right mirror.
Did I?
You did. So
Didn't notice that. But I still checked the mirrors, don't I?
yeah, you did. That bit's good.
Yeah.
So what if there was a car overtaking us and it sees you indicating?
Yeah, he'd be worried, wouldn't he?
You would be, yeah.
Yeah. He might panic, overreact, and yeah, it could be deadly, couldn't it?
It could be. Sorry.
Just on that last turning there, because it's a crossroads,
Yeah.
I didn't play around with the mirrors, I done them correct. There's a link to be made there, isn't there? Did you know you could make links?
Not really. I'm not sure what you mean by links.
Yeah, I mean, I got my mirrors right on the crossroads. So, if you see me get my mirrors right on the crossroads, is that a chance for you to come in and say,
Yeah.
Yeah?
Actually.
does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So you mean you can say something like, you checked your mirrors right on the crossroads.
Yeah.
Something like, I want you to do the same just for left and right turns. Sort of.
Well, ask me, why did I? Yeah?
Yeah.
And then you can explain to me it's exactly the same on approaching.
Okay.
Yeah, there's lots of links that can be made. Yeah? Especially I need to do with junctions, positional wise. Does that make sense?
It does.
Right, drive it. And then we're going to turn right, please.
At the end of the road, I'd like to turn to the right.
Were those mirrors better at that time?
I think so. I must admit I didn't catch them.
And we're going to take the next road on the left.
I'd like to take this next road on the left. Okay, so the mirrors were good that time.
Oh, thanks.
What made you come out, swerve out to the middle of the road just then?
Because Fred's really fussy about his allies. And if I put his allies over the curb, he gets really annoyed at me.
Okay, but what do you think he'd prefer you not to hit him, or an oncoming car?
Oh, I never do it when there's any oncoming vehicles.
Okay. So, what mirrors did you check when you turned left?
I'll turn middle and left.
So would you know if there's anyone overtaking you
No, I wouldn't know.
that you might potentially swerve into?
I never thought of that. Oh, right, I get you. And we're going to turn left.
I'd like you to take this next left.
So, what question are you going to ask me here? What am I going to do with what?
Well, how's your road positioning?
What am I going to do with my steering? Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll keep it straight, yeah.
Yes. Was that sort of the remedial action you wanted from that?
Yeah, exactly. It was a vehicle behind, it was a danger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we're going to turn left.
I like to turn left again, please.
So have a look at how... I'll stay out of road for a minute. Have a look at how I make this left-hand turn, yeah? So I've got a good position, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah? So you could actually talk to me about that and say, you know, how are you judging the follow the curb around here? Yeah?
Okay.
Well then, if there's nobody behind us, you can hold me out for a second.
Yeah. Okay. So when we make this left turn,
Yeah.
how will you know that you're following the curb round?
You see the curb of the new road?
Yeah.
I get it in the corner of that windscreen, just where your badge is.
Okay.
And just push me a little bit further. And why is that important, Tony?
Okay, so why is this important?
It stops you putting your ally over the wheel, over the curb, and hitting the pedestrian. And it stops me going too wide in the road, so I don't end up in front of the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Good. Yeah.
So now you can tell me, well that's exactly the same one approaching, isn't it? Yeah? Make sense?
Yeah.
And we're going to take the next turning to the right.
I'd like to take this next turn in onto the right. Okay, so what side of the road did we come down? Into the opening of the junction.
I could see it was clear, so I just took the shortest route.
Okay.
Let me just get me to stop.
We'll just stop on the left somewhere.
Yeah, so that could be an answer a pupil, that role, that could be an answer a pupil could give you, couldn't it?
It's stuff like that throws me a bit. Do you mind if I adjust this seat a bit? Because
Of course you can, yeah.
I usually have it quite far back.
Yeah.
To help me to
Yeah.
see what you're doing. So as far back as it goes.
You can pop it down if you want.
That's good. Yeah, it's similar to how I have mine now.
Yeah, so there's two answers I could have given you there.
Yeah.
I could have said to you, no, I didn't know I cut the corner. Or what I said to you is, I could see into the road. But if you let that go, then I'm going to start developing bad habits, aren't I?
Yeah.
And I'm going to be chopping every corner I come across, aren't I?
Yeah.
And eventually there's going to be one where I can't see. So the danger of cutting the corner is what?
Oncoming cars.
Yeah, I'm going to get hit, yeah? So you could ask me, do I know how to judge it? Go on in.
So when you're turning right,
Yeah,
how do you know how to judge when to start steering?
I just wing it.
Okay.
So if you got that answer from a pupil, what would be your remedial action?
It's strange because you never get... I never hear things like this.
Well, they might not say I wing it.
I guess I'd say
What help would you give them?
a reference point.
Reference point, yeah. Yeah? So,
Okay.
as I've waited 3 months for this test, I don't want to fail it. Can you help me with that? Yeah? Because I have to wait another 3 months and be another 97 lessons, won't I? Yeah? So can you help me with that?
Yeah.
We're going to turn right at the end then.
At the end of the road, I like you to turn to the right.
We're going to take the next turning to the right, just past where the blue van is.
Okay. I'd like to take the next road on the right, please. It's just going to be behind this van. So what I want you to do is to start steering when the centre line of the road we're turning into comes just below your wing mirror.
So they won't, is there anybody behind me?
No.
So at a roll, get your speed down to 5 mile an hour, Tony.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll tell you when to stop. So tell me when to stop.
But now. Maybe a little bit further. I'm not really
That's
sure.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah? So where does the centre line of that new road cut into the car, Tony?
You
Yeah.
want me to ask?
Yeah.
Okay, Tony, so where does that line come into the car?
The centre line.
Yeah, the centre line.
Just by the door mirror.
Just about done, we're good. So next time we approach a junction, and we're going to turn...
So that's your reference point for... Not what?
For not cutting the corner.
Oh. Now just come back at me again and just check with me. What's the dangers cutting the right hand corner?
Okay, so what was the dangers of cutting the corner again?
There could be a vehicle coming down to hit me.
Yeah.
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to take this next road on the right.
And how are you going to judge not to cut the corner?
You want me to ask you?
Yeah.
So how are you going to judge to not cut the corner?
See the centre line?
Yeah.
I'm going to line it up with that door mirror.
Good.
I think I'm getting that now. I'll never ever cut another corner, yeah? I promise. Is that right then? That I'm never going to cut another corner again.
Is that... well, sometimes you need to.
Yeah, so it's very important that we don't give a blanket instruction. We're going to turn right. What's the occasion I might have to cut a corner?
A parked car on the junction.
But what must I make sure before I cut the corner?
That the other side is free.
Yeah. So would I wait by the centre line in the middle, or would I turn in behind the parked car and wait there?
Sorry, say that again?
Would I wait where I am by the left of centre line, or would I actually turn in behind the parked car and then wait?
I'm not sure what answer you want here, but I'm going to say it depends on what's safe. If you're on a main road and you're going to wait there for a while and there's enough room behind the parked car for you to fit into, you may want to decide to fit in behind the parked car, provided that you're not blocking the junction in any way and that you have enough room to move out.
So if there is a parked car on the corner that's forcing me to cut the corner, there's probably not going to be room for me to get in behind that car without the rear end of my car sticking out onto the main road, yeah?
Yeah, so you would wait
Yeah.
just at the centre line.
And it's very important I wait until the road's clear for me to actually get past that parked car, yeah?
Yeah,
That makes sense?
yeah.
And Ben, we're going to turn left, please.
Okay, I'd like you to turn left at the end of the road, please, Tony.
then we're going to turn left.
So we're going to take this next left. Okay, so you didn't have the clutch up as we were coming through that junction.
Did I not?
I could tell because the engine was able to move without affecting the speed of the car. So what I want you to do is, as we approach a junction, I want you to select your gear and slowly bring the clutch up, so as we come round, we're in gear.
Turning.
We're going to go left here.
And if we stop on the left here.
Okay, if you can just stop on the left for me, please.
Yeah, I'll rev the engine to give you a lifeline there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd spotted that the clutch was still down.
No.
Yeah.
Usually I do with my learners though.
Yeah. If you spot it, you need to say it.
Yeah.
Clutch up.
So as simple as that.
Yeah, you didn't say it, so I gave you a little lifeline there. Yeah, the analysation bit, could you not get me to try and work it out for myself? Maybe you know, maybe I might have known the effects of keeping the clutch down.
Yeah.
So don't be doing tell. Try and find out what I know first.
Yeah.
Because I might know what the dangers of coasting are. But you never know that unless you ask.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? So if you ask me, oh, what's the dangers of coasting? Oh yeah, Fred told me that. I could have come around the corner too fast. Or if I was going uphill, I might not even make it, I might roll back. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then there was a nice link just at the emerge there. Just as I rolled up to the white line, just so I was getting first gear, I put the clutch down exactly the right time, didn't I? Nice link. So
Yeah.
that's not coasting, is it?
No.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Would you like me to ask you now about coasting?
Just make sure you ask me on the next one, yeah?
Okay.
And Ben, we're going to take the next turning to the right, just around this bend.
I'd like to take the next road on the right. It's just up here. So what are you going to do with the clutch?
I'll bring it up, sorry, yeah.
Good.
And why is that, Tony?
And why is that?
I don't want to coast because I could lose control.
Yeah. What would have happened at that particular one, seeing as we were uphill?
I might have run out of steam and not made it.
Yeah.
You'd have to push. And turning right.
And we turn right again, please, Tony. So what made you turn the steering wheel like that as you were about to come in?
It gets you way quicker.
What will oncoming cars think when they see you doing that?
Some of them do give me funny looks, I've noticed.
Yeah, it makes you look like you're going to pull out, doesn't it?
I suppose it does really, yeah.
Yeah. And also something to think about. If you were hit from behind on a road like that and you had your wheels turn, What way would the car be pushed?
Oh, that happened to my wife. She had the wheel turned and she got pushed into an oncoming bus. Yeah, if the wheel was straight, she would have got pushed forward, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
One spot. Well analysed as well, yeah? Good lad. Probably noticed nearly all the speed limits are 20 mile an hour over here.
Yeah. It's quite nice sometimes though.
Right?
It's quite nice sometimes.
Yeah, it gives you that element of control a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And my mirror's good moving in and out like this.
What mirrors did you check to move out?
Middle and right, middle and left to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you checking for?
See how close that taxi is behind me and to see if he overtakes me just before I move out.
Yeah, good.
And we're going to turn left.
We're going to turn left.
Do I have to put the handbrake on when I stop here?
You don't have to.
But I must make sure I stop, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, because it's a stop line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't have to put the handbrake on.
No.
Right, you can relax a minute now. Yeah, good answer there. If ever you're not sure of the answer, and you're with a real pupil, how would you approach it?
I think I'd just think of the most sensible thing.
Yeah, we don't all know everything, do we? So, if a pupil asks you a question, and the same on the part 3, the examiner might chuck a question at you. If you don't know the answer, yeah, there's no need to feel all ashamed about it and embarrassed about it. Just say, I'm sorry, I don't know the answer. I've had a bit of a brain burp, but I will check it when I get home and I will get back to you later on today, yeah?
Okay.
That's a lot better than giving a wrong answer.
Was I wrong?
No.
No.
No, you're
Okay.
spot on. No, I'm just saying if you didn't know the answer.
Okay.
Yeah?
That'll do you better in the test than...
Well, it'd do you better with pupils as well, wouldn't it? Because you give a pupil a BS answer, they're going to remember it, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, when it comes to real pupils, I don't tell them stuff that is wrong. I do usually say I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. There's two ways you can do it. Don't forget, you're going to have a standards check after you pass your Part 3. Is between now and the next lesson, we both can find out the answer. Bit of homework, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you haven't got this on your focus, have you?
No.
It does work, believe it or not. As long as you don't touch the steering wheel, it'll do the job for you. But if you touch the steering wheel, it'll automatically switch it off. How you feeling?
That was pretty good.
How you feeling?
Alright.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Relax a bit. Enjoy it a bit more. Yeah? It's not as bad as what you think it is.
Yeah, I'm not as bad as what I thought I'd be anyway.
No, just try and enjoy it a little bit more. Try and interact with me a little bit more as if I was a real pupil. The reason why I mentioned the mirrors coming down there, I said to you, you know, well, my mirror's good going round, in and around them obstructions, yeah? I was looking for a bit of praise from me. Let's just say I'm having a really bad day and I'm doing everything wrong. But there are some good bits in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Somebody told me once when I was training to be an instructor, if Mrs. Jones gets out of the car after the worst lesson you've ever seen, yeah? If she closes the door really well, even by saying to her, that's the best I've seen anybody close the door all day, she may well go away feeling a bit happy, yeah? So praise is really important. Don't be frightened of praising your pupils. Don't be frightened of praising the examiner on your part 3.
Yeah, I do praise
even though it's not
normally.
Yeah, even though it's not a subject. It's all, you know, everybody thinks this part 3, you know, I've got to learn this PST, I've got to learn that PST. Forget the PSTs to an extent, yeah? What we're trying to do is teach you to be an instructor, innit? Get the best out of people, help people, improve road safety. That's what it's all about, really. Yeah, so give praise. That way your pupil will start to relax a lot more. In the same way you're starting to relax a bit now, yeah? If your pupil starts to relax a little bit more, they're going to be easier to teach. Learning's going to take place a lot easier, isn't it? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah? Or is it a load of bullshit?
No, it does make sense.
No, it does. It's really important. Right, I'll treat you to a nice cup of coffee. Michael used to buy the coffees, but... Well, I thought he was buying them, but then when he went back, I found he'd put them on my account.